If there's one thing time teaches us, it's this. Good health isn't something distant or mysterious. It's found in every meal, in a glass of warm water in the morning, even in those quiet moments when we say, "Maybe I'll eat something light today." Many of my friends, now also in their 60s, often joke, "Back then, we ate to grow. Now, we eat to last." It's a funny line, but the more you think about it, the more it rings true. Have you ever wondered why, at the same age, say 70, some people still go for daily walks, play with their grandkids without tiring, while others constantly feel worn out, aching, unable to sleep well or eat much? Of course, every body is different. But one thing is certain: food, especially vegetables, plays a crucial role. Not all greens are created equal, and not every vegetable is suited for older bodies. Some help slow aging, protect the heart, or support memory, yet we often overlook them without knowing. I remember meeting an elderly gentleman in Tuscany, Italy. He was well into his 90s, yet he swept his yard each morning, cooked his own meals at night, read the paper, and told jokes with a laugh that sounded like someone half his age. I asked him the secret to staying healthy. He didn't give a long explanation. He just pointed to his vegetable garden and said, "It's all back there." And it's not just him. In countries known for long lifespans, like Japan, Greece, Iceland, and Costa Rica, older adults often keep vegetables at the heart of their meals. Nothing fancy, just humble greens, sometimes just a handful from the yard. What matters most is they know which vegetables to eat, how to prepare them, and that they make it a daily habit. You see, once we pass 60, the body begins to change. Digestion slows, joints ache, memory sometimes slips, and many of us start worrying about high blood pressure, diabetes, or stroke. We can't eat the way we did in our 20s, but we also don't need to over-restrict or live on bland food. A few smart tweaks, especially adding the right vegetables, can make a real, noticeable difference. I'm not talking about rare, exotic veggies. What I'm going to share comes from many scientific studies around the world, combined with the real-life habits of people who've lived long, healthy lives. Each of these vegetables has a specific benefit for older adults, helping digestion, supporting the heart, reducing inflammation, boosting memory, or strengthening the immune system. Best of all, they're easy to find, simple to cook, and you can add them to your meals without having to change everything. If you're watching this video, maybe you've asked yourself, "What should I be eating at my age?" Or, "I eat veggies every day. Why don't I feel any better?" If so, this will be a conversation between you and me, not to preach, but to reflect, to choose wisely, and to live better together. So imagine you and I sitting down together for a meal. Maybe it's lunchtime, sunlight pouring through the window, or dinner in the quiet calm of evening. On the table are familiar dishes, but today we're going to add something special to the plate: the first vegetable. It's simple, but it holds more power than you might expect. It's spinach. This soft, leafy green might seem like just another ordinary vegetable, but it's one of the most loyal companions your body can have as you step into your golden years. A lot of people pass by spinach in the supermarket, thinking it's no different from any other green, just something you boil and toss on a plate. But here's the thing. The magic of spinach isn't in how it looks. It's in what it quietly does for your bones, your eyes, even your memory. Someone once joked, "Spinach is like a cushion for old joints." It might sound silly, but they weren't wrong. As we age, our bones naturally lose density. That's why so many of us deal with aches, sore backs, and stiff knees. Spinach, packed with vitamin K and magnesium, helps your body absorb calcium better. You don't always need to drink more milk or rely on supplements. Sometimes just a small plate of lightly sautéed spinach or a handful in a salad can do the job. But there's more. A friend of mine, a retired teacher, once told me she was getting forgetful, reading books and not remembering the beginning by the time she got to the end. I gently suggested she add spinach to her lunches. About 2 months later, she called and said, half-jokingly, "I haven't become a genius again, but at least I'm not walking upstairs and forgetting why I went." That's the power of lutein and folate, two nutrients found in spinach that many studies have shown to support brain health. It's not a miracle cure, but like a quiet hand on your shoulder, spinach helps support the parts of you that time slowly tries to wear down. And for those who often struggle with bloating or poor digestion, spinach is incredibly gentle on the stomach. Whether it's in a simple broth or lightly stir-fried with garlic and olive oil, it's easy to chew, easy to digest, and helps you feel comfortably full without heaviness. In a small Swiss village where many residents live well into their 90s, I saw an old man pick fresh spinach from his garden every morning. He'd toss it with a bit of vinegar and olive oil and eat it with a slice of toasted bread. He told me, "I've eaten this way for 40 years. No pills, no problems." And I thought, maybe the secret to living well isn't about doing something dramatic, but about doing something right, over and over again. If you're feeling tired of your usual meals, or if food just isn't exciting anymore, why not try something new? Blend spinach with banana, a bit of plain yogurt, and some flaxseed. You'll get a smoothie that's not only brain-friendly, but surprisingly tasty. Or keep it simple. Boil it. Drizzle a little soy sauce and sesame oil. Sprinkle some toasted sesame seeds. And you've got a dish that's light yet satisfying. I know that changing eating habits at this age isn't easy. But sometimes, opening your heart to just one new green vegetable can open a door to a healthier, more comfortable version of yourself. Each leaf of spinach you add to your plate today is a small gift you're giving to your future self. Now, let's keep going. The next vegetable isn't just packed with nutrients, it's bright, full of flavor, and quietly helps with inflammation, heart health, and keeping your immune system strong. And that next vegetable is broccoli. Some call it the green powerhouse, and not for nothing, especially for those of us over 60. I once visited an old friend in the US. She lived alone in a small home not far from the city. That afternoon, I saw her preparing a simple meal: steamed fish, a bowl of brown rice, and a side of steamed broccoli with a drizzle of lemon and olive oil. She smiled and said, "Looks boring, doesn't it? But I've eaten like this for years. No sickness, and I sleep like a baby." And you know what? Watching her walk briskly, chat energetically, I could see she meant every word. Broccoli contains compounds that help slow down cell aging and reduce inflammation, acting like quiet, tireless gatekeepers protecting your body from within. Chronic inflammation is an invisible enemy for older adults. It doesn't scream, but it slowly wears us down, leading to joint pain, heart issues, even memory loss. Broccoli, rich in antioxidants and vitamin C, gently helps calm these hidden fires and keeps the body in balance. There's another thing many overlook. Broccoli is great for digestion. If you often feel bloated, constipated, or heavy after meals, try adding a small serving of broccoli to your evening dish. Its insoluble fiber helps clean the gut and feed the good bacteria that keep our digestion smooth. Some may say broccoli has a strong smell or odd taste, especially when boiled. But the trick lies in preparation. Steam it until just tender, then drizzle with light soy sauce and a few drops of sesame oil. Or, for something heartier, stir-fry with garlic and sliced mushrooms, comforting and easy on the stomach. Broccoli also supports eye health. With its natural lutein content, it helps protect our vision, especially important as we age and rely more on reading glasses or squint at the TV. I often tell my peers, eating at this age isn't about pleasure alone, it's about self-respect. Choosing broccoli over fried food isn't a sacrifice, it's an investment. An investment in easier mornings, clearer thoughts, and a life that's enjoyed, not endured. Start slowly. Introduce broccoli as a guest to your plate. Over time, you might notice your joints don't ache as much, your walks feel lighter, and your energy doesn't run out so quickly. Now, let's take another step forward, toward a leafy green that's a little rough around the edges, yet holds deep strength within, just like the people who eat it. And that leafy green is kale. Some people call it tough. Others say it's bitter. But those who eat it regularly know it by a better name: strength in disguise. I once saw kale at a farmer's market in California, held gently in the hands of a woman well into her 70s. Her face was sun-kissed, her back straight, and she smiled as she placed it carefully in her basket. When I asked if she ever got tired of eating it, she laughed. "As long as it keeps me going, I'll keep eating it." That quiet conviction stayed with me. Kale is packed with nutrients. Just a small handful offers a powerful dose of vitamin K, vitamin C, calcium, and antioxidants, nutrients that help protect the heart, strengthen the bones, and support healthy skin as we age. Many experts say that kale helps keep our blood vessels young. Think of your blood vessels as little roads running through your body. Over time, those roads get clogged, narrowed, or damaged. But kale, thanks to its fiber and natural plant compounds, helps keep those paths clean, open, and flowing. I once met an elderly couple in Norway. Both in their 80s, they still rode their bikes to the market. When asked their secret, the wife smiled and said, "Clean food, fresh air, and kale in every salad." For them, kale wasn't just a vegetable, it was part of a way of life, one that was slow, steady, and full of intention. If you're not used to the slightly bitter taste of kale, don't worry. You can ease into it by mixing it with softer greens, cherry tomatoes, or thinly sliced apples. Add a splash of lemon juice, a drizzle of olive oil, and a pinch of salt. It becomes not only palatable, but refreshing. If you prefer something warm, lightly sauté it with garlic and olive oil for a comforting side dish. One of the reasons I admire kale is because it's resilient. It grows in both cold and warm climates. It doesn't give up easily. Perhaps that's why it pairs so well with us. Older, wiser, weathered by life, but still here, still strong. So if you're wondering what one small change you could make today for your health, try this. Add just a bit of kale to your next meal. You might not notice a difference right away, but over time, you may find yourself breathing a little easier, moving a little lighter, sleeping a little deeper. Sometimes the biggest changes start with something as simple as a green leaf. Let's keep going. The next vegetable is one you likely grew up with, one that may have sat quietly on your plate all these years, soft, sweet, and glowing with the color of vitality. And that vegetable is the humble carrot. Soft, sweet, and vibrant, it's one of the most familiar foods in the world, but also one of the most quietly powerful, especially for those of us who've been around long enough to know that the simplest things often hold the greatest value. I once visited a retirement home in Canada where every afternoon the residents were offered a light meal, usually a warm carrot soup or a small glass of freshly pressed carrot juice. I asked the chef why they served carrots so often. He smiled and said, Because eyesight is the one thing we all want to hold on to for as long as we can. That answer stuck with me. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, an essential nutrient for eye health. As we age, the risk of vision problems grows, especially in dim light or while reading. Carrots, gentle and reliable, help nourish the eyes and protect them from age-related decline. It's like giving your eyes a warm blanket on a chilly day, but the benefits go beyond just eyesight. Carrots also support the liver, helping the body's natural detox system run more smoothly. As we get older, our systems can slow down. The liver, in particular, carries a heavy load. Carrots act like a friendly helper, lightening that burden in small, steady ways. They're also good for the heart. Their natural antioxidants help lower bad cholesterol and protect blood vessels. And despite their sweet taste, carrots have a low glycemic index, making them a smart choice for those managing blood sugar or concerned about diabetes. I remember an older gentleman in Australia who drank a blend of carrot, celery, and lemon juice every morning. He called it his youth tonic. When I saw him again years later, he was still walking every morning, still smiling, still strong. Maybe it was the juice, or maybe it was the habit of caring for himself, one glass at a time. Carrots are also incredibly versatile. You can steam them, stir-fry them, bake them, or eat them raw. Grate them into a salad with apples and lemon for a light, crunchy dish. Or enjoy a warm bowl of carrot ginger soup on a cold evening, comforting, nourishing, and easy to digest. Even their bright orange color feels like a message, reminding us that aging doesn't mean fading. It can mean glowing too, if we take care of ourselves. So if you haven't already, let carrots find their way back into your daily meals. Not as a duty, but as a quiet gift to your body. Especially your eyes, your heart, and your sense of well-being. And now, there's just one more vegetable to go. It's small, round, and soft when cooked. A green pearl often hiding at the edge of the plate, but one that carries more strength than most would guess. And that final vegetable is the green pea. Small, round, and unassuming, it often sits quietly in the corner of the plate. But make no mistake, these tiny green pearls carry a quiet strength that makes a big difference, especially for older adults. I once met an elderly couple in the Netherlands, both in their mid-80s, still walking to the market hand in hand every morning. When I asked them what they ate regularly, the wife chuckled and held up a small paper bag filled with green peas. "These little ones," she said, "have been with us for over 30 years. Easy on the stomach, good for the heart, and soft on the teeth." Her words were gentle, but their impact stayed with me. Green peas are surprisingly rich in plant-based protein. As we age, our muscles naturally begin to shrink, making it harder to stay active and maintain balance. That's why getting enough protein, especially from gentle, digestible sources, is so important. Green peas offer that support without the heaviness of red meat or the discomfort of oily food. They're also full of soluble fiber, the kind that helps sweep through the digestive system, clearing out excess cholesterol and helping to stabilize blood sugar. If you or someone you know lives with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, adding a handful of green peas to daily meals can be a small step with lasting effects. Another quiet gift of green peas is their richness in folate and vitamin B1, nutrients that support brain function and heart health. For anyone who's felt forgetful, easily tired, or just not quite themselves lately, these tiny peas might offer more than just a splash of green on the plate. They might be a boost for the whole system. I remember an elderly woman in the US who'd struggled with high cholesterol and fatigue for years. After her doctor suggested a plant-based diet, she started adding green peas to her meals, replacing part of her meat portions and cutting back on processed foods. 6 months later, her numbers improved, but more importantly, she told me, "I feel alive again." Her eyes sparkled when she said it, and I believed her. Green peas are easy to prepare. You can steam them lightly and toss them into rice, pasta, or a soup. Mix them with carrots and a bit of olive oil for a simple but satisfying side. Or, for warmer days, try a cold salad with peas, diced cucumbers, a hint of lemon juice, and a sprinkle of black pepper. Refreshing, healthy, and light on the stomach. Their mild sweetness makes them easy to enjoy, even for those who usually don't like vegetables, and they're friendly to sensitive teeth and tender gums, something that matters more than we admit as we grow older. So don't let their size fool you. Green peas might be small, but what they offer your heart, your brain, your blood, and your spirit is anything but. And now, with all 5 of these vegetables on the table, perhaps you see what I've seen through years of stories, meals, and quiet moments with the elderly around the world, that the path to a healthier, happier life isn't always through big changes, but through small, steady choices that we make every single day. Let's sit for one last moment together and reflect on what we've learned, before we rise again, a little wiser, a little stronger, and ready to live each day with more care than the last. Because living longer isn't the only goal. Living well, living fully, and enjoying each moment with strength and clarity, that's what truly matters. We've just walked together through 5 vegetables, 5 quiet companions that, when added to your plate each day, can make a powerful difference. Not with loud promises or instant miracles, but with steady, gentle support. Spinach to strengthen your bones and calm your stomach. Broccoli to ease inflammation and clear your inner pathways. Kale to protect your heart and blood vessels. Carrots to brighten your vision and lighten your liver's load. And green peas to support your muscles, balance your blood sugar, and lift your energy. None of these are rare. None of them are complicated. They're humble, affordable, and available in almost every market. But more than that, they're yours, waiting to be chosen, to be trusted, to be part of a routine that speaks of care and self-respect. You don't need to change everything overnight. This isn't a race, and there's no finish line. All it takes is one small change, one new vegetable on your plate, one choice made with kindness toward your body. Over time, these tiny decisions build something powerful. A body that supports you, a mind that stays clear, a heart that stays steady. And if you're wondering whether it's too late to start, let me say this with all my heart. It's never too late. As long as you wake up in the morning, as long as you still smile, still move, still love, there is time. Time to care for yourself. Time to live better. Time to feel good in your body again. So if something in this video spoke to you, I invite you to take one small step today. Pick one vegetable, add it to your next meal, and tomorrow, maybe try another. And when you do, notice how your body responds. It might surprise you. I'd love to hear from you. Have you already been eating some of these vegetables? Have they helped? Or are you planning to try something new starting today? Leave a comment below. I read them, and others do too. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to begin. If this video helped you, please don't forget to give it a like. It tells the platform to share it with more people who might need this message. And if you'd like to keep receiving simple, warm, and thoughtful health advice like this, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. There's more goodness to come. Let me leave you with this thought. To nourish the body is to honor the life within it. You've lived through decades of change, of joy and hardship, of learning and giving. Now, let your meals return that kindness to you. Let each bite remind you, you deserve to feel good, at any age. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Until then, eat well, move gently, and live your best life, one beautiful day at a time.